According to a 2024 report by NATO and multiple defense analyses from organizations like the RAND Corporation and the International Institute for Strategic Studies, billions of dollars are now being invested into a single military expansion project in Eastern Europe, one that could redefine security across the Black Sea region, and at the center of it all is Romania. What was once a relatively low-profile NATO outpost is now being transformed into what is expected to become Europe's largest airbase, a massive, permanent military hub designed for deterrence, rapid deployment, and long-term strategic dominance. So why is Romania making such a bold move right now? What exactly is changing in the region? And why are NATO and global defense analysts paying so much attention to this one location? Let's break it down. To understand this transformation, you need to look at Romania's geography. Romania sits on NATO's eastern flank, directly along the Black Sea, a region that has become one of the most strategically sensitive zones in the world. According to NATO's official strategic posture updates and reports from the RAND Corporation, the Black Sea is now considered a critical security corridor, where military, economic, and geopolitical interests collide, and that's exactly why. Romania matters more today than ever before. At the heart of this transformation is the Mihail Kogălniceanu Air Base. For years, it functioned as a rotational hub. U.S. and NATO forces would deploy temporarily, conducting exercises, maintaining presence, and rotating out. But according to defense planning outlined in NATO briefings and IISS military balance assessments, that model is no longer sufficient because temporary presence cannot guarantee long-term deterrence. So NATO's strategy is evolving from rotational deployments to permanent infrastructure. And Romania is becoming a central pillar of that shift. The expansion of Mihail Kogălniceanu is massive. According to publicly available defense infrastructure plans and European security reports, the project includes extending runways, constructing new hangars, building housing for thousands of troops, and developing a full-scale logistics network capable of sustaining continuous operations. This isn't just an upgrade, it's the creation of a strategic fortress. But why now? The answer lies in rapidly changing security dynamics in the Black Sea region. Reports from the International Institute for Strategic Studies and RAND highlight increasing military activity, shifting power balances, and the need for faster response capabilities in Eastern Europe. This region connects Europe to the Middle East, Central Asia, and beyond. It's a gateway for energy pipelines, trade routes, and military positioning. And in today's geopolitical climate, control and influence over such regions are critical. That's why NATO members, especially those on the eastern flank, have been pushing for stronger, more permanent defense infrastructure. Romania responded with one of the most ambitious military expansion projects in Europe. By developing this air base, Romania is not just strengthening its own defense, it is anchoring NATO's presence in the region. According to NATO defense strategy documents, forward-positioned infrastructure like this significantly improves response time, operational readiness, and deterrence capability. In practical terms, it means aircraft can be deployed faster, troops can be mobilized more efficiently, and supply chains become more resilient. This is about speed, scale, and sustainability, but there's also a psychological dimension. A permanent, large-scale base sends a clear signal. It shows commitment, it shows readiness, and most importantly, it shows deterrence. Defense analysts from RAND often emphasize that visible, credible military presence can prevent conflict before it even begins. That's the goal here, not escalation, but prevention. However, this expansion also reflects a broader transformation in how modern defense works. Military strategy is no longer just about having powerful weapons, it's about positioning, logistics, and infrastructure. The ability to move quickly, sustain operations, and respond across multiple fronts is what defines modern military strength, and that's exactly what this base is designed to do. It will function as a central logistics hub, supporting operations not just in Romania, but across the wider region, from the Black Sea to Eastern Europe and beyond. But like any major strategic move, this project also raises important questions. How will it impact regional stability? How will neighboring countries respond? And what does it mean for the future of NATO's presence in Eastern Europe? While official statements frame this expansion as purely defensive, the scale of the project makes it impossible to ignore its broader implications, because when infrastructure of this magnitude is built, it reshapes the strategic landscape. It changes calculations, it influences decisions, and it redefines power dynamics. At the same time, Romania's role within NATO is evolving, from being a supporting member to becoming a frontline strategic hub. This transformation brings both responsibility and influence. It places Romania at the center of one of the most critical security regions in the world, and it ensures that its importance will continue to grow in the coming years. So what we're witnessing is not just the construction of an airbase, it's the construction of a new security architecture, one designed for a world where threats are faster, more complex, and less predictable, and where readiness is no longer optional, it's essential. Because in today's environment, the difference between stability and conflict often comes down to preparation, and Romania is preparing at scale, with strategy, and with a clear message to the world. This is not just about defense, this is about shaping the future of security in Europe, and that future is being built right now on the eastern edge of NATO.